next question is, did you have a childhood best friend and how did you meet? I had two, and I don't mean to like not answer these questions with just one simple answer. I'll try to get better about it after this question. Um, I met my best friend Matt when we were just in diapers. We met at a gospel meeting, actually the Oklahoma New Year's meeting. Of all places, we met in the women's bathroom because my mom and his mom happened to be taking us both in there. That's how little we were, and they just like that's the first time that they met, and they started hanging out, and so in turn Matthew and I started hanging out, and I don't have a lot of memories at that time. Like I don't remember what all that we did. One of the only things that sticks out is I should have had a birdie there. It's okay. We came back from the grocery store with our moms, and we just started walking down the street and like acting like door-to-door salesmen. We were probably by that time we were probably like, I don't know, 4, and I forget why we were talking to the neighbors and stuff, but we would walk door to door, and our moms eventually started looking for us. They were like, "Where did they go?" And I got spanked the life out of me for leaving without my mom knowing, you know. And I don't remember if Matthew got spanked or not, but yeah, I basically learned very quickly, like, you do not do that. Like, you could have been captured, you could have been kidnapped. So yeah, my mom was very, very careful. Good night, man. I have a feeling that 6 is gonna be a really challenging number to start hitting these. We could always change it to 3, but I like 6. It's kind of challenging. So we'll just keep it at 6. The second best friend that I had was, of course, once that Austin was born. He was 4.5 years after I was born, and he's my little brother. And just him and I, man, like it was literally magic. Some of my best and fondest memories are these memories of just him and I playing video games, watching Rugrats, you know, watching SpongeBob together. Him and I love to, we used to love to make each other laugh, and we'd kind of up the ante each time that we would talk about stuff. We'd just make it funnier and funnier. One of my favorite Austin stories is I got grounded from posting on a blog site called Zynga. I don't remember what I did, but Mom had grounded me from posting on it or using it. And Austin and I went to the Boys and Girls Club, and after school, I think I was in like 10th grade or something like that, and Austin was he was probably in 5th grade or something. 5th grade, that's 4th or 5th grade. And I decided to defy my mom's orders, and I went ahead and went and posted on my Zynga blog. And I remember distinctly at the end I wrote TTFN, like ta-ta for now, which is what Tigger says. And my mom, she happens to see a new post, like I was a moron, like she's gonna see it, and so she's all like upset with me and stuff, and I was like, I think someone, like my account was still logged into like on the computer, and someone posted that, cause like, can I read it? And it said TTFN at the end, and I was like, see, I never say that. That night, Austin, I don't know what he did, but that was close. Mom thinks, okay, maybe he was just still logged in and someone posted, because it is kind of weird some of the things that were said. So she buys it, and I guess Austin buys it, and that night he comes to me when it's about time for bed, and he goes, Chad, I'm really sorry that I couldn't find the person that hacked your Zynga. And I felt so incredibly bad. Like, and so I, of course, like, I had to go tell Mom. I was like, okay, like, enough's enough. Like, but just like his little sweetness, like, just that kindness that he was trying to do, you know? It was like so incredibly sweet. And just, he was so sad and so like, I tried to find the person that took advantage of you, but I couldn't find them. And good night, man. Just tugs at your heartstrings, and you're like, I'm a despicable person. Like, I shouldn't have told the story, because I don't know what Austin was doing to try to find that person. Like, he wasn't an NSA hacker or anything like that. Like, based on the timestamp of this blog post, it seems it must have been one of the third graders at the Boys and Girls Club. You know, I have no idea what he was doing, but it was enough to, it worked, you know, just him saying that. And by the way, we are now at 13 birdies, which means that we need another strip of bacon. Alright. Gonna have to. Good night, man. I mean, this is rough sauce. This is terrible. Man. Really rough. But the bacon is so good. Serious boys and girls, if you have not tried bacon at the oven method on tin foil at 350 for 15 to 18 minutes, bro, what are you doing with your life? Got some Wendy's. I don't mean like Wendy's the restaurant. Oh, good night. We're about to have the worst time of our lives. You know what happens when this happens? We gotta use auto to get out of here. Auto. Bro, you're gonna get me in the sand pit. How dare you betray me, Otto? Wow. Just for that, Otto, I'm gonna hit it manual. Just because of your sass. Come on, Otto. That's it. Man, we almost got a birdie out of that one. That seemed impossible. Who knew that 50 birdies was like this big of a challenge, bro? Alright, I took like way too long to talk about my two childhood friends, so we're gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm sorry that I've really been taking so long with those girls. The next question is, what was your favorite subject in school and why? Easy. Recess. Why is that even a... My subject was the monkey bars, bro. My subject was the swing set, jumping out of the swings every day. Dude, my favorite subject was running up the slide, being a champion. I mean, next question. Did you have a favorite bedtime story as a kid? A few. My mom read the Bible. She read Bible stories to me. We had a Bible picture book. She also read Peter Pan to me, which I'm not even like that crazy about the Disney movie Peter Pan. Like it's okay. It's nothing like that groundbreaking, but the book was as if you haven't heard this a million times, the book was better. Especially that book. I don't think it was Disney either. It was just probably the classic story of Peter Pan. Let's see if I can find that book. for some reason, the women's restroom at the 21st Street congregation had a version of Peter Pan, like, as a movie that you could borrow. I'm talking to me. Why are you judging my women's restroom stories?
Well, first off, why are you talking about the women's restroom? But I heard Bible, read the Bible, and the next thing I heard was, and in the women's restroom.
Hey, man. I was a little kid, bro.
Yeah.
I was just a little tyke. I think that most little boys have to go in the women's restroom at some point because their moms aren't gonna walk into the men's restroom. That's like...
What was your age limit on little, like...
Hopefully, like...
4? Or when you were, like, 14?
No, good night, man. Give me some slack.
It was 12.
Definitely not. Inappropriate. Failure to launch, like being in the women's restroom with your mom at like 12 or 13. You know, that'd be crazy. Come on, baby. Let's get that birdie. What do you know about that birdie life? Oh, we know a lot about that birdie life. Let's go, Shadow Mario. The next one was, what was your biggest fear as a kid? Ooh. Great question. I watched Jurassic Park at a really young age, at like 7 or 8. And I thought there was a very real possibility that Tyrannosaurus Rexes could like come out at certain times of the year, and so I was pretty anxiety ridden about that for a while, because that was a really intense movie, especially when the scariest movie that you're used to watching is Winnie the Pooh Search for Christopher Robin. I mean, that's a big jump, like from velociraptors that can run like 60 miles an hour or whatever that Dr. Grant said, you know, that's a pretty big jump. Like, the worst thing you had to deal with in Winnie the Pooh was heffalumps and woozles, and we were far out of that territory. So, come on, baby.
Excellent. Birdie putt.
Dude, we're acing this. Come on, don't overhit it.
Nice birdie.
Did you see the way that bounced?
Very well done.
2 away from another bacon slice, baby. That's all I know. And I think we can do that in the next 5 holes. There's no way we can't. Look at this tree, though, that they placed here. Is this not ridiculous? They knew what they were doing. Those trolls. But look at us, conserving our power shots. Take a picture, Mom. Hang it on the fridge. Dude. Alright, next question. Yeah, so definitely dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs, but I mean, just the thought of them coming back when Jurassic Park is like it's like a thriller horror, sort of. It has the horror element. Don't tell me it doesn't. Did you see what they almost did to Ian Malcolm? The next question is, what is a silly and embarrassing thing that you believed as a child? I used to think that cheese sticks gave you chicken pox because right after I had some cheese sticks, I got chicken pox for like a little less than a week. So I didn't eat cheese sticks for like the first, you know, the following, I would say, 6 years of my life, because I thought that they gave it the chicken pox to me. When Mom and I were watching a black and white movie growing up, I asked her, "Hey, Mom, when did color come in the world?" And I'm about to sink this birdie, though, I know that much. We're gonna get those terrorists. Now watch this shot. Perfect. Perfect. Don't even act like that you were gonna go out.
Very well.
Bacon time, boys, for America. This is America's golf game. Those two come to mind. I'll tell you something. This is an embarrassing story. It's not exactly answering the question, but it is an embarrassing story. In first grade, there was this test that we were taking for like, I can't remember. I don't think it was math. I think it was something else. Something that you actually have to like study for. And her name was Beth, that sat next to me, and I just straight up copied everything off Beth's paper. And shame on me is the last time that I did anything like that. But Beth was really confused when she got her paper back because she got two papers back. I had stinking written my name. In the spot for my name, I wrote Beth's name as well. Like, I copied everything down. Like a maroon.
Birdie putt.
As a stinking moron. And... yeah, dude, okay. I mean, that's pretty conclusive. The rain has to be doing junk. There's no way it's not. If there was no rain right then we would have been gravy. So, those are like three kind of examples. So the next one. Did you ever get in trouble at school or at home? What happened? Never. Like, Austin and I were saints. Like, next question. What was a family tradition you loved growing up? I have another funny Austin story. One time Dad was driving real fast after church one night, and we were driving on some of the back roads of Blanchard, Oklahoma, and we got pulled over. There was a cop out there on the roads.
Nice shot.
Austin starts bawling his eyes out. He's only like 2 years old. He just starts crying and crying. And Dad's like, what's up with him? Austin goes, I don't want to go to jail. Because we watched all those cop shows, and Austin thought, okay, I know what happens. I've seen this before. Anytime you see those red and blue lights, it means people's getting hauled off to jail. So, it's pretty funny. Come on, dude.
Pin shot.
That's okay. Favorite family tradition?
Nice ball.
What traditions did we have? I guess, like, if I had to choose one that's pretty obvious, I loved going to church and spending time with, my friends. If church can be considered, it's kind of a weird answer, but it's just kind of the one that makes the most sense, because I've gone to church all of my life, man, and I'm so thankful for the Lord. Born and raised in it, and couldn't be more thankful to have been raised in a home that, you know, had strong Christian values. What a blessing. It's helped me a lot in life, and I just, you know, want to be a vessel for Christ and do the best I can do each day. It's honestly like the best decision I ever made was obeying the gospel by far. There we go.
Nice ball.
Sweetness. Dude, we are rolling right along, man. This is awesome.
New course unlocked.
Ho ho ho.
Shadow Mario.
That is a choice of trophy. I don't understand. The crystals really don't make a lot of sense. It should have been like trees and rainbows based on the emblem of the second course. Alright guys, I will see you in just a short amount of time. And we'll continue through this. And I'm gonna change that bacon roll. I need to eat the rest of this bacon. I will see you guys then.